Ladies and gentlemen, Lorenzo Canady. Undefeated as a professional, 19-0, 17 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy the Duke Morrison.
In 1989, Morrison had 19 wins and 0 losses, 15 by knockout. That same year, actor Sylvester Stallone, after watching one of Morrison's bouts, arranged a script reading and cast Morrison in the movie Rocky V as Tommy the Machine Gun.
I felt like it was pretty easy because I was playing myself, I felt like I should be paying them, this is too easy.
There's a left hand, Jake goes down.
The fight between Tommy Morrison and Lorenzo Canady took place on November 14, 1989, where actors Sylvester Stallone and Burt accompanied Morrison to the ring, intending to use the footage in Rocky V.
Before we came to you, Stallone and Burt were reenacting what would be for their
fight, as I'm sure they have scripted, and most people here figure will happen. They will be back in the ring again for the joyous occasion. Left hand started Canady off.
His appearances here on ESPN. He's been working on other parts of the
more punches, stay a little busier, and just generally get a little bit quicker. Has been in there against the best in the heavyweight division. He fought Mike Tyson, Alex Stewart. So he's been in there against him.
So he's your basic trial horse type.
I wanted to try to wait for Morrison. There's that left hand of Morrison.
You always wonder about the ring. He's not in there against the top heavyweight, but still, the man who's punching back, folks.
He said Morrison wouldn't bother me at all. Another right hand. Pretty good shot by Morrison. Thought about being an actor at some point, but he figured it wouldn't come for 5 or 6 years. He would be in Rocky VI.
It's a brilliant strategic.
Despite high expectations for a knockout, the fight was lackluster, with Canady focusing on defense and clinching, while Morrison struggled with accuracy under the pressure.
He's much more relaxed. About 2 years, they say, the mouthpiece flew out of Morrison's mouth. To Canady's credit, he's not running. He's staying there fighting Morrison. Canady has done just that.
Here's the left hook by Morrison. It just missed right on the nose, but that's only one man's opinion, though, and I'm not even sure it's yours.
And what does he know?
Come on, baby. That's one thing in a way you like about Tommy Morrison. Not a lot of wasted punch box.
Right hand. Canady started to go, but in Atlantic City he did so largely with body shots.
There it is. Yeah, underneath.
Tommy suffered a minor cut under his right eye, and the crowd expressed disappointment with boos due to the lack of action in the ring.
Morrison doesn't win the fight, Canady gets the part.
Take most of his pay away. Such a businessman.
There's a left hand, but Canady's still there.
Tommy Morrison's left hook tonight is much wider than it's been lately. Referee warning Canady about the holding.
His confidence starting to swell a little bit here. And we
clash of heads between those two as they came together. Some have come completely unglued. It doesn't look like that is happening.
At 14, he had to lie about his age.
Yeah, he is a tough guy, and
Morrison getting a little frustrated, I think. He's kind of lunging at Canady a little bit, not setting down his punches.
Along with the action in the ring, cameras were aimed at Stallone and Burt in a neutral corner wearing Tommy gun shirts.
Canady works for the city of Detroit.
yeah, when Lorenzo faces the run-of-the-mill heavyweights, he's been able to beat him. Like, for instance, he beat Tracy Thomas.
This right hand in just a moment ago. That wasn't a bad shot at all. And Morrison misses a pair. Goes one of the men in Morrison's corner. And he said, boy, it wasn't that long ago. We were in Great Falls, Montana, and it was me. And things are getting tougher, if only by a matter of numbers. And a right hand by Canady at the bell. We'll be back.
Here's right at the end of the round. Tommy Morrison with the uppercut, and he takes a right hand.
I think that he might be a little distracted, and I don't mean to take anything away from Canady. Not setting down on his punches as we've seen him do.
Good indication there of how that round went.
Playing Morrison's trainer, Stallone pounded the ring mat every 5 seconds and yelled "Be first" and 1-2.
Who isn't fighting as well as he can fight like that. Good body shot by Canady underneath. And Lorenzo is covering up extremely well. And counter plot is definitely thickening here, I'll tell you. Morrison's been using.
You can really sense Kennedy's confidence growing with every round here. He may run out of rounds, but
This one, he could be back in the hunt.
that's right, not the movies.
Morrison has been 6 once before in his career, beating Aaron Brown. Tommy not throwing too often.
Canady right now looking to counter back to
And remember that third round, which was very close, if that one had gone.
and that was a very honest answer.
Well, tonight was a night when we thought we might see a little bit more of what Ray Mercer's about. Good uppercut on the inside, but for a fighter that has a little more experience, I would expect him to
Fight there, and that may have slowed Canady.
It did, yeah.
But Canady looks on unsteady legs, right? That comes back finally.
Very important sequence for Canady.
There it is again. How do the judges look at this? Do they look at that one punch by Morrison and say that was and Lorenzo Canady, when Tommy Morrison looks across the ring.
Just decided to want more. Come on.
Here is the right hand that Morrison landed.
And this now the 6th and final round, and Tommy Morrison bit off a lot tonight. Very hard fight, to be honest, for Lorenzo Canady. Again, it's another situation as you look at our punch profile through the first 5 rounds, not watch his opponent.
Probably because those first 2 rounds, remember, he won by bigger margin. Well, people might be surprised to see this, but I think it's a dead even fight. I gave Canady the last round pass, but still, I think he's right.
Morrison won his 20th bout without a loss, but had a tough time with punching bag Canady and even suffered a gash under his right eye.
Maybe they're getting on Morrison a little bit for not being able to finish.
Canady attacked fighter also.
See, I think, yes.
He refused to blame his poor showing on distractions, but manager Bill Caden said that would be his last real fight taped for the movie.
For the winner, by unanimous decision, still undefeated, Tommy Morrison.
Stallone had no complaints. He got 6 rounds of film footage, which he said would be paired to a 15-second montage in the movie.
Will you go for the acting career, or will you go for the heavyweight championship?
Well, I'm going to get the heavyweight championship first, and then we'll work on the other.
Morrison eventually defeated more high-profile fighters like James Quick Tillis and Pinklon Thomas, before got his first title shot in October 1991 against 1988 Olympic gold medalist Ray Mercer.
Body punch with the left. Morrison the uppercut. Tommy Morrison all over Ray Mercer. Morrison delivering.
Early in round 5, Morrison was stung by a Mercer power shot before being victimized by a barrage of over 15 unanswered punches before slumping to the canvas.
First loss after 28 straight victories in his career.